We litty. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. We are locked in. As you can see, we got Dime a Dozen with us, right? So we're going to have an outstanding conversation. We are definitely going to chat about this project because it is definitely a phenomenal project.
Appreciate you.
And we're going to catch a vibe, bro. I want to make sure I deliver vibes for y'all, you know? So with that being said, the individual that is beside me to my right, bro, drop the project WD Volume 1. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta say, from top to bottom, healthy. Okay, 11 tracks, 35 minutes. It's on rotation. A lot of people should have this album on rotation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than Dime a Dozen with us.
Brooklyn, Crown Heights, Hilltop shit. Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah. How is it out there, by the way? I haven't been to New York. I'm not gonna lie.
Ever.
Dead ass.
Because I gotta come out there again. I've been out there a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York's is dope. You know, the melting pot, the Mecca.
Mm.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, it's never a dull moment. City that never
Mm.
sleeps. And especially because this, you know, Knicks championship, we
Oh
had
yeah.
a lot of energy going on
Y'all
in the
running around popping your shit like.
city. So yeah,
Nah,
so
that's what's up.
I had to pop my shit too, you know.
As you should, bro. That's a rare win for y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I don't know if y'all gonna do it again, but have
Uh,
faith.
we'll see. We gonna see.
Oh, Lee. So, real quick before we start the conversation, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, just to bless the crowd?
My name is Dom a Dozen from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I'm a hip hop artist, uh, Brooklyn soul artist, hip hop R&B, uh, church background. Started off as a gospel rapper. Was put on by a gospel rapper, put on to rapping. Period. By a gospel rapper. He taught me how to do my thing, perform, write 16 bars and hooks and things like that. Uh, got myself on YouTube. Started gathering my own style. You know, got the attention of the likes of like Plain Pat, and Dante Ross, people that A&R some of the biggest stars, and that got me into my Warner Brothers deal, and from there I've been able to do Domino's commercials, sponsorships, uh, yeah, just continue to build my brand, and now I'm at this point where I'm doing a little bit of a rebrand where a lot of that stuff is less important. It's where I came from, but it's kind of taught me more than just just chasing the stardoms. I may have been in the point where I was chasing certain things, and these days it's more about connecting with the people and giving them honest music that helps them with the day-to-day lives for real. Like, got a better understanding now. Dama Dozen to me means uh, you know selfless. It's a selfless name. Like, without God, I'm nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying Dama Dozen. I'm just a man. I'm just a human. And that's just a little bit about myself. A very faithful individual. Believe in God. Believe that I'm here for a reason. I'm here because of God, and yeah, just spreading that message and being an example and a vessel for that truth.
Amen. Now, I do remember because I have watched some of your interviews in the past. If I'm correct, you were signed around 19 to
Mhm.
Warner.
Yeah, Warner Brothers
Yeah.
Records.
And
Dante.
then like the whole merger, and then like you kind of like migrated over to like Atlantic, and then at that point it's like it
Yeah,
was like it was
a
kind of
shuffle.
up.
I like to call it. They would call it a shuffle, like a artist shuffle. What
Hmm.
happened was the Atlantic hip hop division kind of the Warner hip hop division shifted over to Atlantic, so it was like the people that were handling all the hip hop acts
Hmm.
started working in New York's Atlantic division. Everybody that was at Warner, so it was like Warner kind of became more like a pop label. Like even MMG had went over to Atlantic from Warner. Like they had a
Hmm.
whole label deal. So yeah, we were just getting less attention. Our A&R switched. I was with the A&R I didn't even know, and then on top of that, I was with Chris Lighty. Chris Lighty was my manager back in the day. He managed 50 Cent, L Cool J, Missy Elliott.
Okay.
So you know, we were in the beginning stages, and he had ended up passing, committing suicide. And yeah, so my label relationships kind of got real quiet and weird, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, I hear that. So is that where like the whole like the WB frog kind of like character came to be in a sense?
Yeah, I kind of years later, I kind of just clicked to me. You know, like, it
Mm-hmm.
made sense because, you know, like I said, I come from a church background where wearing suits was just kind of the thing. You know, it was less like these days in church where they're like, come as you are. It's more like, yo, we had to be suited up. We had to be rocking our, you know, ties and shit. So at the same time, I kind of fell into the form of the fraud. Kind of, it's like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the WB. If anybody's familiar, there's like a frog on there that just wears top hats and kind of shucks and jives for this channel that is urban based and, you know, has black sitcoms and is supposed to be appealing to us.
Mm-hmm.
And me coming from that church background, I kind of fell into that, you know, a caricature. I was that frog, and I didn't realize it until like years later. And I'm just like, you know, at this point with the rebranding and the reintroduction, I feel like it was time to like kill that frog coon energy and just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's why I say the frog is dead. You know, I'm taking
Yeah.
over the station, and yeah, you know, it also connected to, you know, Warner Brothers has just been a part of our lives since we were younger, from Kids WB and things like that. Uh, Bugs Bunny. So, you know, that's probably one of the reasons. Even I was looking at an offer from them as like, oh my gosh, you know, such a big company. But, you know, now these days I look at it, it's just like, yeah, it's just a business. You know, businesses grow, they change, they, you know, decline, they you know, it's just every day. So it's like I take it less seriously. Well, you know, and I look at it like, yeah, I compared them to the TV shows I used to watch. Like, you know, Warner Brothers was a part of our our
Man.
childhood.
Yep.
That's kind of where this project came about. I always wanted to have a project called World Domination. So WD and WB, those two things. I'm like, hey, wait, hold on, that could work.
Nah, for real. And it's so crazy because like I said like earlier, I grew up in front of the TV, so like any channel with a cartoon TV show that was popping, I'm watching. I do my homework, I go eat dinner, I come back, I'm in front of the TV, I'm just watching whatever's there.
Day from Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon. Pokemon was on WB.
Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon, and no, I don't think they had Digimon, but like Pokemon for sure.
Digimon was on Channel 5. That was on Fox for me.
Mm,
For
that's
yeah, New
crazy.
York, we was Fox 5. That was Digimon, and that probably came on Saturdays too, but like on a off, maybe like at the same time or something that we didn't jack like that. Maybe something like, I don't know. Something came on where we switched over to Digimon, but
Mm-hmm.
the WB had Yu-Gi-Oh,
Everything.
Pokemon, uh, like Animaniacs,
That Jackie Chan show.
Jackie Chan Adventures, my shit.
Nick, yo, yo.
What else? But yeah, that was like the kid shows. So yeah, I totally can relate to getting a bowl of cereal, especially Saturday mornings. You know, yeah. So WB and just kid shows and sitcoms. Sitcoms. Let's get into sitcoms. So sitcoms is
Man, let me tell
weekdays
you
for me.
something. I
That's
was
just
literally
every
about to
day.
go that way. Don't even trip. Like, but before, yo, I gotta ask, like, how old are you? Cause I feel like we might be in the same age range.
34.
You 34? I'm 31, bro.
Ooh, yeah, we grew up around the same age. You could have been my little
My
bro.
birthday is on Friday. That's the funny part.
Oh wow, yeah. We 17 apart.
So, okay, now I got a better understanding because I'm sitting, I'm just like, bro, I'm relating to this project a little too well.
Yeah, we was in
I'm
the
not
same
gonna lie.
we was
The,
young.
the sitcoms I grew up with, bro, the Wayne brothers, Fresh Prince, Jamie Foxx show, Steve Harvey show, Smart Guy, Sinbad, Hanging with Mr. Cooper,
Mhm. Oh damn. Did I freeze or you froze? Shit.
a thing. I'm trying to think if there's like any I miss.
Did you say? Well, I know. Fresh Prince was also in on WB.
Mm,
Uh, what else?
I'm trying to think.
Sitcoms. You said Martin.
Martin, yeah.
Uh, they had this joint called Cuts that wasn't that popular with fucking Marcus Houston. Uh, that was my shit. I remember it, but it was like the end of sitcoms for me, for real. Did you say
Yeah,
Living
cause
Single?
Living Single, yeah, that's a big one too.
What else?
Damn, there's so much though. The Cosby Show, A Different World.
Cosby. They had Malcolm and Eddie. That was like with Eddie. What is it? Malcolm Eddie Griffin and Malcolm.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm. I remember that shit because they had an episode where they went to a oxygen bar
Uh,
and niggas. What the fuck is this? And what else? Was sitcoms? We can go back. I remember like Good Times.
Good times.
Good Times is like the rerun sitcom that like was way before our time. That kind of just came on. That was like the blueprint for them, like the Jeffersons and shit.
You can even say like Stanford and Son.
Yeah, Sanford the Son with Red Fox and shit. And I just had one just now. Oh, is that say Jamie Foxx?
I think you said Jamie Foxx show. I think I froze earlier, so y'all might not have heard me, but like Jamie Foxx show, the Steve Harvey show.
Oh yeah, Steve Harvey was my shit too.
Steve Harvey was
And
fire.
that hairpiece,
Mr. Hightower.
Mr. Hightower was wearing a toupee that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's the seafood. I'm fucked up about that. How was that sharp? You had to line up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And oof, God bless.
Nah, for real. We were blessed with a lot of sitcoms. And like the things that you would actually learn from the sitcoms was phenomenal too, right? So
Oh yeah.
even
Shit,
like the
like,
learning experience is like it's
I feel like yeah,
important.
something that we missing these days for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certain shit you would just learn. Like, yeah, I relate this. I say a lot with this project and interviews about the project. I say like I didn't grow up with brothers at all.
Mm-hmm.
So even at like a full family household. So it was just me, my mom. At one point, it was me, my mom, and two sisters, and then it was me, my mom, uh, my step brother, and my stepdad. Then he did. You feel me? So it was like I never had like a full family dynamic. So those shows kind of showed me what that would be like on some shit like
Mm-hmm.
Wayne's Brothers, like how a, a big bro and little bro would kind of just be with each other and like how they would behave. I ain't, that was just kind of something I would aspire to be like on some shit like damn, like I wish I had bros like that, and then like I would get in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
or start working on musical projects that was kind of like something that was trying to get me in the industry or trying to help us blow up or something like that. And those guys
Mm-hmm.
would become my brothers, like we would work so much getting into, studios, practicing, rehearsing. So those became my brothers, and it wasn't like the sitcoms.
Nah, I get that. But it's kind of like it's kind of cool that even though you didn't have like that upbringing, you still found it in a sense, right?
Yeah, and I feel like that could probably go for a lot of people out in the world. That's really something we were missing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I was trying to bring that back in a way and through my lens with WD, kind of recover the broadcast, kind of turn the channel back on, and
Man,
just
important.
retell the story.
It's so important because the way that they got sitcoms out of here, not just black sitcoms, but sitcoms in general out of here,
Mm-hmm.
that has to be studied because like it just got to a point where that was the last time a sitcom came on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that hits different because like I said, aside from the learning, just like the family values,
Yeah.
family connection, just like love and laughter, like you learn that all from sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like even for me, like of course, like my favorite would be like obviously Fresh Prince because like that was the one.
It is the one.
But I would also say Wayne Brothers, because that show made me laugh more.
Yeah, that's what
Right?
I would say. Wayans Brothers is one of my favorites. But
Hmm.
one thing about the Wayans Brothers, it never had a final episode. It didn't get a final episode.
It just ended with that boxing episode.
That's crazy, bro. I don't like that. And yeah, like my imagination with WD makes me feel like, yeah, what if they were able to get a final episode? What if I could direct it? What if I could take these concepts and what it means to my life and revamp it into a present day topic or present day theme, like so that's kind of what I'm doing because I feel like it's missing. And even with the knowledge of these shows, some kids or some younger people or people that not cultured
Yeah.
enough, they probably just don't know what these shows are, so they could even be on some shit like, oh yeah, I know Dom's mentioned Wayne's Brothers or Unhappily Ever After. What's that? Let me go
Hmm.
you know, see what that show is about. And then they can be watching that shit on, like, they watch their Netflix shows that are 20 years old,
That's
and
crazy.
get back into like the values of sitcoms and see certain things with their perspective of today, but maybe learn some things that helped us in the past.
Mm. If I think, cause like nowadays we're in an age of like streaming, so with Netflix and any of the streaming platforms, I think what they're doing is that they are creating them again, but like the problem with it is that it loses its essence because there's no like, you know how there used to be like that wait period until like the next episode, and now it's just, oh, next. It takes away like the excitement
Mm.
in the show, and it makes it kind of like mono or neutral, and it kind of ruins the show. Like, even though it's technically a sitcom, even though like of course you ain't got no studio audience, or like it's kind of structured for modern times, it takes away like that, just like that energy or that originality that made it outstanding. So it's just like, it's like when you go to McDonald's and how you used to have like the playhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's just like everything is gray. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
they like institutionalized the
Hmm.
fucking McDonald's. Yeah. Yeah, some of that stuff is just it's just not there anymore. It's not the same. I mean,
Hmm.
I see, nothing is new under the sun. So I see people try to like revive a feeling, and it makes sense. But it's like, yeah, you're not gonna get certain periods back. It's people live totally different. You know,
Yeah.
back though in those days, we had people waiting online for CDs. You had people waiting every day 8 o'clock to watch American Idol.
Hmm.
You had like we said, Saturday mornings waiting for cartoons to come on, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and everything else.
Hmm.
So it's like, yeah, this in-demand, instant streaming era, it leaves not too much for the imagination. But I do
Hmm.
feel like it is our job as artists and creatives to be what we want to see, like be the change you want to see sometimes, and find
Hmm.
clever ways to market in the way that uh, and give people the feeling, kind of try, at least, like I said, there's nothing new in the sun. You can give nostalgia, and I feel like that opens doors for sure. Like giving people, just like we're connecting over these things as far as sitcoms and those core values. It's like it's something that people can connect to. So I do feel like there's a way to combine those things and get the right elements of the past to bring to the future. Because a lot of
Hmm.
motherfuckers keep the toxic shit and don't make the helpful uh important. So
Yeah. And then before we start going through like the track list of the project, like I gotta say, like in today's world, it's kind of tricky, but at the same time, it's too populated in the sense of what they're trying to give people. So like I remember you were just talking about people don't really buy CDs no more.
mhm.
Funny enough, like they actually are and at a high rate, especially like cassettes, VHSs, vinyls. Like it's making a comeback, and it's been making a comeback for the past like I'd say at least 2 years.
Yeah,
Vinyls was a little bit more because that was like the vintage item to get. Like that was like the what would I call it? That was the thing to have. In a sense,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you
It's
get the
nowhere near.
vinyl, the player
Mm-hmm.
is crazy, right? But like in this world today, you still got streaming. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like a back and forth like battle, like physical, digital is
Well,
strange, right?
yeah. I wouldn't say it's the back and forth battle because streaming is out of here, and even if it wasn't, they can make it look like they are. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's no CDs not fucking with streaming no more. Because if
yeah,
that was the case, niggas would still be going to the stores for real. You
it's
feel me? And
true.
if somebody can make you do that, that's another thing. I feel like that's niche. It's on some shit like if so I say, yo, boom, WD in stores, you know, Toronto this week, and I came out there and I got some people that fuck with me in Toronto to pull up. That's one thing. But to be on some shit like, yo, album about now and expect niggas in Toronto to just go to the store, cop it, like that's not happening. So it's more niche. It's more like, all
I'll go
right,
cop right now, bro. On God, like
nah, but yo, but that's respect. But it's like at the same time, you know, motherfuckers all don't feel like that. I would love for them to, but you know, yeah, it's about the artist being like, yo, I got these CDs, or the fans being on some shit like, yo, make that CD. You know, so it's better for us nowadays though, because it's like we're not answering to no label, and the amount of CDs that go out don't really, you know, it don't got nothing to do with the motherfuckers. It's about what the artist and the supporter builds.
yeah. All right, I think it's about that time we start going through this project. Um,
Sheesh.
let me just start with the cover art.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so appropriate. Like I don't know, cause like I grew up with box TVs, right? We
Yeah.
had a big fat box TV out in the living room. We had one downstairs. I had one in my room. I grew up in front of that. So the fact that you have like the box TVs and it's all like just like the static that salt and pepper on the screen, I'm just like, all right, you got my attention, bro. All right, and then I'm looking at the track list. I'm like, this looks familiar. I'm looking at a lot of it. So you got like Wayne Brothers. You got what which one's track two? Track two was
Slow slash unhappily ever after.
yeah, that one. And then you had Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
I think Jamie Foxx. That's one of my favorites. Aside from Wayne Bros, Supernatural, of course, News at 10.
Ungodly hours, burping like Sabrina.
We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Look,
go once.
I just want to start with Wayne Bros first because, bro, it's the technicality and the references that I'm hearing in the. I'm just like the first listen because I done listened to this project at least like 3 times now. The first listen, I'm like, wait, you talking about the show? Now you talking about the individual things that they've done, or like the movies, and then you throw Biggie in there, knowing that Biggie was cool with Marlon, and they had a picture together with Tupac. I'm like, okay, I understand it now.
And
That's
then I said,
crazy.
what is it? Like Biggie said, you was my Kim, apple bottom Benita, sort of like the Wayans. And I said, apple bottom Benita, sort of like the Wayans, Q's and tips. She the first
Mm-hmm.
time drip made me a player. So like that Q-tip bar was connected to the Wayans Brothers theme song because
Mm-hmm.
you know it was electric relaxation. But I said sort of like the Wayans or some shit like I'm saying apple bottom Benita, but sort of like the Wayans because the Wayans brothers had that electric relaxation. So sort of like, and then I said cues and tips. Like Shorty was giving me cues and tips and Q-tip. So yeah, that song is so layered. I played it for Loaded Lux. That
Oh,
motherfucker
really?
going so crazy. Yo, he's like, bro, send this to me immediately. He hit me up about it. Like, yo, bro, that shit is phenomenal. Love one. Because this like he loved that shit. So shout out to Loaded Lux. That means a lot because that's like one of the greatest battle rappers, one of the greatest like Bar Smith writers, and he just
Ain't
really
that the truth?
appreciated that shit. Like I got him on video just bobbing out to that shit, and then he asked for it later. Like he took my number, asked for the track later. So
Mm-hmm. That's so crazy. I just gotta ask, like, what was like the thought process for like building this project? Whether it's like song to song or just like overall, like what was the overall like thought process?
When the idea for WD hit me, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'm the frog, I'm killing the frog, and I'm taking over the network, and I'm gonna repurpose the shows as you know, represent the shows from my lens. Like even with the TVs on top of each other, it's like I got these old ass TVs trying to get them to come on, back on again, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just all of them coming back on now, and somehow they about to present some shit that I'm making happen. You know, it yeah, that was kind of just the outlook on it. It was just like I'm gonna take these shows and take what I love from them and take some of the values within them and what I feel like I can help the world with, or I can give a vibe to the world with. I can help people with their day to day lives and just getting them good shit too, you know. So it's like, yeah, for Wayans Brothers, I just looked at my brotherhood experience. Like I said earlier, like I never
Mm-hmm.
really had brothers, and you know, Wayans Brothers showed me what that could be, and then life showed me what that shouldn't be. What yeah, what it shouldn't be, and that inspired the whole song. And then me as a lyricist, I wanted to get referencey with it, have like schemes and things that make the mind go different places. So it was just like, yeah, that song's kind of like the embodiment of like where I was trying to go with the project, like get life lessons out of these things that inspired us growing up. These pieces of entertainment, these stories, because storytelling rules the world, and those stories back in the day, they were needed today, and I just wanted to flip them to my story.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like you're telling your story on top of numerous others. It's almost like because like when I initially heard it, I felt like this was like your storytelling of how you loved this. It was almost like you're dedicating it to
Right.
that in a sense. That's how I was hearing it.
Yeah, and it's also we're all interconnected. I feel like there's a lot of connection within the world, like these topics, and they're like relatable, whether I be saying something that's personal, like you know, I had a line, niggas dropping dimes trying to take yours from you. Like niggas could relate for to a motherfucker dirty macking on them and trying to get they girl taken from them, or niggas trying to take their girl, or trying to dirty mac to the point, motherfucker, like a girl don't like you no more because your man said some wild shit and she
Yeah.
like that's some simple shit, but it's like that's a real ass bar. Like niggas could relate to that, So it's like, you know, uh, yeah, that's like in the like yeah, that could be a sitcom moment. Like a motherfucker was like, yeah, Johnny was talking to Amber on the phone last night. Da, da, da. She's like, oh my god, really? Ooh, So these within the bars, there's sitcom moments. That's how I look at it too.
That's fire. Going to track 2 Do Over and Happily Ever After. Bro, I forgot you were from New York for like a good portion of just this in general, and then I'm just like track 2, and then now I'm hearing drill, but like it's grown. It's
Well,
like you took drill and grew it up in a sense.
respect. But first off, Wayne's brothers in New York. They're in New York. Yeah, they lived in
That's
Harlem,
true.
some Brooklyn too. Like, yeah, like there's a New York ass group. The theme song was New York, so yeah, I came
Hmm.
on some New York shit. So I mean, yeah, all the horns and strings may have been a little bit distracting, but you know, because yeah, it's more old school New York, or like an evolved New York. I don't even know what to call that shit. Like I listened to Wayne's brothers today, like god damn, that shit is heavy. It was like yeah, intro. Shout out to that. But
It's just like the way that I listen. Like I listen just like half my brain turn off. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to receive. So like I'll start forgetting things, and I'm just like, oh, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how my brain like is wired to receive new music, and then it just determines like, okay, is this good or not? Like, and you saw my reaction. It's like, bro, like it's crazy.
yeah, but funny thing about Do Over with the drill sound, I actually reached out to Cash Cobain
Oh wow.
Yeah, I reached out to his people because a few of those guys like have been like supporters from the past and shit like that. And yeah, I was saying like I got a song that kind of like reminiscent of like the drill, the sexy drill cadence. It like borrows some of the vibe, but it is ultimately like you said, it's like grown up. It's like it is my shit. I made it my own, but I just wanted to pay homage, like, sort of like the way Diddy, which is crazy. I'm sorry to reference Diddy, which
Wild.
Diddy had gave a point to T Pain on his Last Train to Paris album because he used auto tune.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, yo, I was inspired by auto tune, so I wanted to give T Pain his props and give him a point on this album. You know, for this tape. Well, it's an album, but we ain't dealing with no major labels and nothing like that. I
Right.
definitely had to the just make it clear and make it public. Like, yo, shout out to Cash Cobain. I reached out to his people. I was telling him that I was doing this sexy drill shit. Niggas told me they was like, yo, you a legend, bro. We fuck with you. Do your thing. However we can help. I'm like, oh, fire. So yeah, so niggas got the okay. So basically, yeah, so that's kind of how I borrowed the cadence. Kind of not really what I do for real, but it is something. I'm from New York. I hear it a lot. But yeah, it's kind of my take on it.
Mm-hmm. No, shout out Cash Cobain because hearing that song is like I was talking to some individuals in the Discord I got. It's like this. It's like you took drill and it's like you gave it substance, and then it's like you got like it's almost like you took like Rod Wave and drill and said we gonna put y'all together and this is what's gonna look like.
Yeah, man. It's like yeah, it's a dope party vibe. Sexy drill is very much lusty.
Mm-hmm.
But with the album, like I said, like we trying to get to these like a little bit of these core values, but still keep in mind and like my OGs never seen nights like this. I'm very much speaking to the times. Running to the love of your life with a swipe like this. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's now, but something in it is still soulful and rooted and honest. Like a lot of these songs are very self reflecting and self managing. It's like moments in the album I'm saying things about myself that I won't even like admit out loud, and then in the next line I'm saying what I feel like should be the cure, or I'm saying like, though I should stop doing that, but I just said it. Like in
Mm-hmm.
Do Over, I'm like, my mind is sick. Honestly, I mirror
Mm-hmm.
my role models through pride and misogyny. My
Mm.
father abandoned me, and bars left a matter reach. Tough connecting through cells. Our time and line was in quality. It's like basically saying like, damn nigga, like you've been living this way, like you you drowning in vanity on you. Well, you living in misogyny based off of like role models that you grew up on, or like music you listen to, or ways people live that are in entertainment that you feel are okay. But maybe if you had your father's influence, or maybe if that relationship was better, maybe you would have a better example.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like getting into core value shit, not just making it like some flyby musical shit. Because like every day and every time someone listens to it, I hope they can grab something different, and that doesn't always have to do with me. There could be the simplest line sometimes that can just be the most layered to a person based off of their experience. So
Right.
yeah, I just like to give people like a clear, clear statements, and yeah, just hopefully shit resonates.
Jamie Foxx.
Sheesh.
This track. This might be the one for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, like it's hard for me to choose between Wayne Bros, Jamie Foxx, um, Supernatural, News at 10, Sisters. It's hard for me to choose, but I think Jamie Foxx is the standout for this. When you flipped the intro for the chorus, no, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was sitting, I'm like, you mother, like, like that was amazing. Like, how did that come together? Just that idea?
I got another Easter egg for you that I don't think you caught because you're probably not like the most Jamie Foxx
Mm-hmm.
album listener.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I had his first album
Okay.
and he had a song called Three Letter Word, right?
Is that the one with Unpredictable on it?
Yes, that's the name of the album.
Okay.
And so what I do here,
Oh, I think if I'm correct, that's the second half of the song, right?
as so what I did was, following the theme of the album, I did,
Mm-hmm.
the theme song for Jamie Foxx. And this song from Unpredictable is about sex addiction. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Three Letter Word. It's him talking about like how, no matter where he goes, like he's getting to the point where he just needs sex all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got it as a young ass kid, and the frog may have done some things in his life. You feel me? So, I kind
It
of took
happens.
so I look at it like, I'm shedding that skin in this song and kind of like being very like transparent with some of the things I may have felt about that past self, and just like he was in that song. And I was just inspired by it because it's like, yeah, that's a real honest song. And yeah, let me take it a little bit further. Like, what's a goon to a gooner?
Yo, from when you said that and then you ran with the bars afterwards, I ain't gonna hold you. And then like the whole like the
Mm,
Coco flip when you talk about the women.
I said, but snow and coco's. I said I might go iced tea, wife me an escort for the carpet. But snow and coco's a no-no, and you know that. So all my coco's cocoa, what you call that? I know my skio so sick of these love songs. Figure I missed the right and get the neo to the left. I let my heart spill on tracks. Hypotheticals gotta be meant for you if you feel all that. I sent so many pics, I solicited my Snapchat intended this to continue, but I'm still on black. Yeah,
Oh,
that's another thing. You saying a Snapchat Black, but it's an actual app called Black.
oh really?
Yeah, it's like a Tinder for like black people.
Right.
The Black Planet app. You feel me? It's like Black Planet back in the day. They used to have like Black Planet, like the singles app. That's what that is to, um, today with the app age.
Mm-hmm.
The you feel me? The Hinge age. But actually, I was on that app in the summer of like maybe like 2023 or four,
Mm-hmm.
and they banned me because they thought I was impersonating myself. So I'm actually not on Black. So
That's crazy.
a lot of that song is very much me reflecting as like a past self. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I get to say these things because I've been through these things. And some like one or two things are a lie. Like I never bought a Bang Bros membership. I got all of it free.
Nah, cause like listening to the song and just how it relates to like the younger generation today, because they be on some wild ish.
Yeah,
You
that's what
see it
like.
on stream, right?
Yeah, like that's why I say what's a goon to a goon because
Mm-hmm.
like I say like that shit. It's nostalgic, but very much in the time. Like I live in this age. Like I'm very tapped in with everybody, every age. You feel me? It's like a universal consciousness. I really feel it's that way. So I see
Mm-hmm.
how people behave, like the disconnects between generations, and how the younger kids are influenced and being raised and shit. So it's like as somebody that can see that as an artist of influence, you know got to kind of be the change you want to see. You kind of got to warn your people about certain things and let them know, like, yo, you can go down that path, or you know, you can think about this and try to go that way. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like we all were influenced. And it goes back to the album, like the shows that kind of like brought us up, taught us certain things, but like we don't have that no more. We got streamers and assholes on just doing dickhead shit, and kids thinking it's cool because they got views.
That's how it goes, man. And I also like how Jamie Foxx is that follows Jamie Foxx's parenthood.
Yes.
It's kind of like a little, not necessarily story, but like as you age, you
Oh yeah.
start to explore this idea.
Yeah, a lot of people like were complimenting the sequencing
Mm-hmm.
and shout out to everybody that like fucks with the sequencing of the album because it's on purpose. But I
Mm-hmm.
love to see different people's like takes of how they feel like the story is going.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, that's kind of like it. It's like yeah, you know, you're going through all these things like as a young kid, just doing all these, you know, and it's like sex addiction. But what does that lead to, my nigga? You're gonna have a
Right.
fucking kid. You fucking all
Mm-hmm.
these girls. You feel me? You having all these. You speed dating hard to balance women with the work, nigga.
Yep.
So something's gonna happen, you know. So it's like at the same time we're dealing in this age again where shit is more toxic than ever, you
Yep.
know, or devilish and demonic. Yeah, diva, more fucking demonic than ever, more demonic than ever. You feel me? So Babylon, you know. So I don't know if I can bring a fucking baby on this earth. So
Yeah, Yashua Dopi. Like I gotta ask now because I was gonna save this for Supernatural. What's your background, bruh? Where
I'm
you from?
I'm black. I'm black American. My grandmother, my great grandmother, North Carolina, but I'm from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, on the block,
Mm.
Eastern Parkway, Labor Day, go down. So it's like,
So you don't have like Caribbean ties, nothing like that?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Crown
Oh,
Heights,
okay, okay, okay.
Crown Heights, Crown Heights is Jamaicans, Haitians,
See, I wouldn't know. Like that's a problem.
whatever. That's what I'm saying. Crown Heights. That's Labor Day parade is,
Yeah.
you know, the West Indian Day parade. Everybody,
Mm.
and so that's like the central. That's like where we all are. You know, so like,
Mm.
I'm Black American, but my neighbor Jamaican. My name Donovan. My father was, you know, brought up by Jamaicans, which is why he named me Donovan. You know, I even got a line on the album. Pops puffed a lot like cut Jamaican. He named me
Mm-hmm.
Donovan. I wrote the grabber spliff, gulags and filled this place in. Like on some shit like, yeah, he was trying to get locks. He had fake locks back in the day on some shit. He wanted these, you know,
Right.
he wanted like he would rock out like that. So, you know, like I grew up and, you know, became someone who was influenced by Jamaica's, you know, Jamaican brothers, you know, Donovan. So it's like
Mm.
Crown Heights. So yeah, I relate very much to the culture. I am, you know, yeah, Crown Heights feels like just hybrid of Black Jamaican, Caribbean, West Indian shit. So it's like that's how I feel.
Mm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle might come out later for Supernatural. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna. I be like, hey boy, yo, let me tell you something.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Damn, I wish I had my boy Fetty here, man.
What?
Oh, actually, yeah, we gotta. I gotta come out to Toronto. I got some people that's making like some noise out there. That's been making some moves, and they've been trying to tell me to come through. They travel from Brooklyn to Toronto like every other weekend, bro.
Who you tapped in with?
His name Mike Rich.
Oh,
You said, oh,
word, really?
you know Mike Rich?
I mean, but listen, in Toronto, like, no, I don't know him like that, but I do like, you know what I'm saying? I know here and there kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's my homie in Brooklyn. He been making his rounds. You know, he been doing some party joints. He came up with my boy Broadway Joe at one point. They was
Mm.
like they were supposed to be coming out with a tape, but I feel like yeah, he calls himself the tour man. My boy Mike Rich. So like yeah, next time I come out there, I'm definitely trying to get active. Do you know maybe you know meet do a live interview or like maybe even do a show out there because I'm about to do a show next month in Brooklyn. So maybe
See,
I can even take that show, bring it out there.
see, I
You know,
was gonna ask like, what's like the touring situation or show situation look like?
that's what you know, my first show in New York will be on the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be like the album release show. So I'm looking to take that show and kind of maybe bring it to different towns. Like I'm calling it the Recover Broadcast Show. I'm gonna treat
Mm-hmm.
it like a special, like a return of the WB or WD type shit, like have it be an experience and maybe
Mm-hmm.
even like a pop up where I can just, you know, plug and play almost, you know, just perform some joints from the album, do some old joints from the catalog, give out some merch, have a, like official program guide with the 8 o'clock slide, Wayans Brothers 8:30 do over, have physical thing like that. Maybe even do the CD thing.
Mm-hmm.
Start moving with the tour. So yeah, like I'm kind of thinking about doing a pop-up tour once this first uh, show on the 5th happens. And if anybody's hearing this and they're trying to come to New York around that time, the 5th is when I'll be having the show. It'll probably be in like Bed-Stuy, Bushwick. If y'all know where that's at, and if y'all don't, just remember I said this. Run back this tape.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you come out to Toronto and do a show, I'm pulling up. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh yeah, we gotta make something happen. I'm
Yeah, bro.
there. My boy Raz Fresco. You know Raz Fresco.
Mm, that name's familiar.
Yeah, he been up there for a little minute doing his thing.
Mm,
Yeah, he's fire. He's like God body,
right.
Nation of Islam shit. He got like a message. He been doing songs with like Raekwon and shit. But yeah, he's dope. I've done like a show or two out there with him. This guy named Mincy Burns. He was like a battle rapper back in the day or some shit. But yeah, I'm trying to definitely get back out there. Not when it's fucking below 14
Oh yeah,
degrees.
nah.
Yeah, that shit was not
Nah,
fun.
you can skip that whole season. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
It's not pretty when it start to get cold around here. I'll
yeah.
just say that.
Not doing that again.
Nah. But going back to parenthood, actually somebody in the chat asked, shout out Tiff Tiff, how did you link with Curtis King? Was that with like the No Music Cipher or before that?
Well, me and Curtis King and I, we collaborated for the first time on No Music Cipher.
Mm-hmm.
But our first time meeting was probably like in the chat or something like that, like a fucking IG chat, not an IG chat, but a YouTube chat. I was probably just in the chat. My boy Epiphany is really good friends with Curtis. Curtis hosted his mixtape. He like did narration for his mixtape. So
Mm-hmm.
Epiphany been locked in for years, and I feel like maybe that has something to do with it too. Because some like I go in these chats, my name gets mentioned. Like people be like, "Oh shit, Dama doesn't," or "I know him from this," and like people who are running the chats who don't know me, sometimes they'll be alerted. I
Mm-hmm.
remember Screwface John had saw me in the chat one time and was like, "Oh yeah, Dama doesn't. Yeah, I heard of you. I heard you. I heard you. Night. I like it was something positive, but he was like, I heard of you." So I'm like, okay,
Right.
like these people like heard my name, saw my name, may have seen the video, who knows? So it's like it's probably a situation like that. He saw my name, but then he got more familiar because I remember the battle a few years ago with like Daylight and Joey Badass. Um, I had came out with the How You remix with Daylight,
Mm-hmm.
and he did like I was probably in the chat with a few of the guys, like a few of the people in the community, and somebody was like, "Yo, play that How You remix," because I guess they were going through the records that people were making back and forth. It's like, "Yo, you need to hear that How You remix," and he played it live, and his reaction was, "Oh," he was like, "Oh, I was unfamiliar with your game, Dom," and I feel like after that, that's when he started being like, "Oh yeah, we can work." No Music Cipher, and then I remember before. Shout out to Curtis King, man, that's my guy. Because I remember he was just like he sent me a voice note before my page was deleted, uh before the rollout even really began.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, we full on deck with your project. Like, whatever you need, like I got you with the Parenthood verse. Just let me know the dates. We out. And he kept his word too, man. He really supported, and I feel like Parenthood. Yeah, I got a good feeling about Parenthood because yeah, the feedback. I remember Oops the Great is the guy that reacted with Miss Hummus the other day,
Mm-hmm.
saying like he couldn't wait to play the album with his son, going with his son to a practice, or doing some dad shit. He said it makes him
Mm-hmm.
proud to be a dad, and that should touch me. It's like, damn, bro, like that's what I make music for real. It's like something that can help people like really get through their day, get through their, help something that means something to people. You feel me? So that was
Yes. No, that's fire. Actually, with Parenthood, I did want to mention because Nas has a song called "My Bible." I said this in the reaction,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
listening to Parenthood reminded me of that song. It's not that it's a big connection because I don't have kids, but it's like
Hmm.
the fact that that song when Nas was detailing like the roles or like what a man is, what kids are, what a woman is. And then I'm listening to it. Of course, it wasn't broken down like that, but like hearing it together, like it kind of resonated with me. And just remembering that song, I'm like, I had to say that because I think my Bible, that song is so important. I think King's Disease 2 is the best one. And with songs with my Bible and another one with Lauryn Hill, I think those songs really bring that second project together to make it better than the other two.
Yeah, I gotta
I ain't
tap
gonna
back
lie.
into that because I either forgot that or I missed that because
Hmm.
yeah, you know,
But
I wasn't trying to. I mean, I hadn't even thought of that concept when I was doing that verse. It was
hmm.
kind of just like yeah, like the imagination part of having a child and what it could be and what could happen and how you would treat them. That's just how I was looking at it. But yeah, that seems like an even deeper way to go get into it. I gotta go listen to that song. But
Right.
yeah, you know, it's just like the back and forth thought about like what if I did, and then having Curtis close it out
Hmm.
giving me advice for whatever I do. I had a few
See,
people hit me up like, "Damn,
that's
you
why I
having a
really
kid now?"
liked it. I
What you said?
like that song because like the exploration of the thought process and the possibilities that can come with it. And then here come Curtis King to bring you that back down to earth. Like it might be cool, but hold on a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I really have that like I said, I don't have kids, but like I have friends that have kids. I babysat everything. Like that appreciation, like or that that commentary alone is like it's so important because a lot of people go into it with like a vision of how it's supposed to go when it's like the reality is none of it goes that way. You're never prepared. It's like every day is like a new war almost. Not to say like in a bad way, but it's like it's a new challenge, I would say, to kind of soften that out,
For sure, I agree.
right? And
Every
then one more thing, how the window shopper flip, because
oh,
that's
that's
the
funny. What makes you say that?
it like because we were chatting about it yesterday. It kind of sounds like that's the window shopper like beat on that track.
That's funny you said that. Somebody else said that. And I would think it's exactly the sample.
It's not exactly the same, but it is similar.
It is, and you're not
Yeah.
the person who said that, which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because like yeah, someone's like yeah, window shopper, but I feel like the working title of the beat is called Bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
So it very easily could have been a 50 Cent beat. I feel like it
but
may
it
be made for 50 Cent or like with
but
50
it's
Cent
it's
in
it's so
mind.
funny because it adds to what I was saying with like the vision and reality,
Mm,
right? That's crazy.
hey, that's definitely Bulletproof. That's the name of the beat. If I search on my phone, that's what's
All
uh,
right, I gotta skip some of these just for like time's sake, but like you know I gotta talk about supernatural. My question is, man, when you said cock up your waist and back it up, like let me hear that. Oh, but it's so similar when you put them side to side.
you a window shopper. I,
That's crazy.
yeah, I do feel like it. I'm gonna ask Montage about that, but
Mm,
yeah, because that's my like main producer, and he just be sending me the files, and I'm like, wait, hold up.
yeah.
I like that one. I like that one. But yeah, I'm very 50 Cent influenced for sure.
Mm,
50 was one of my favorite rappers coming up. His takeover was influential. Uh, his melodies and songwriting always. yeah, I always was a big fan. So yeah, that's gonna shine a lot. Even
Mm.
like Sister Sister, I had a little uh 50 Cent moment.
We gotta talk about that one too. But for the
Yes.
crib supernatural, you see, like, like
I could be wasting back. Okay.
what possessed you for say that? Like,
Body shape was like Africa.
yeah.
Yeah. This was a record like, well, Supernatural. I know so many people like were expecting something like different because like it's
Mm.
and yeah, I just kind of had to make that shit my own because Dean and them and that show and shit. Like I hear a lot of people say, yeah, that show went on for too long. That was like
Mm.
it was like CW days too. So it's
Mm.
like I kind of made that shit my own on some shit. Like, yeah, let me make this about like a supernatural love, like something that's like could be, it relates to the show um in the way that something devilish or something like that's bad for you,
Mm.
like feel like it's like some good shit like normal. Like the motherfuckers was like from hell, or like they was from like you know you gonna have like beings in this life or like entities in this life that's gonna try to steer you off your path that seem like they're in good, they have good intention.
Mm.
So yeah, it's kind of also like just living in that moment, to me, living in that moment. And then like, yeah, because like everything about that shit is kind of positive, like what I'm saying, kind of but the things I'm saying about the person that I'm saying it about is some toxic, is a toxic ass person. But I feel
Mm.
like that about the person. But it's like, yeah, they're like you somebody baby mother. You feel me? It's like, yeah, but it's like kind of the sinful song, like the let's get away from that family and what I might be doing in my life, and let's have like this, let's start off to a bashment in Brooklyn, and like I'm be on the wall.
What?
You feel me? I'm gonna be on the wall with my spliff, and you gonna be
Yeah, do your thing.
right on me.
Yeah.
As one spliff, one either Guinness, rum and coke, Ray and nephew, fucking.
Hey, y'all play dangerous game with Ray and Nephew, you know?
Dangerous night. Bringing nephew lemonade and a spliff with my shorty just going in. So that's one of those. Like not giving a fuck about what anybody think. Like just getting real sinful and
Mm.
natural. So that's where that came from. Just a sweaty bashment dancer with shorty. My guy.
Boy, them bashment parties are wicked, man. I'm telling you.
Come on, New York basket. That's what you need.
Yeah. But I like that. I like the fact that you had a track for the ladies on there. You know, I like the idea. Just like, okay, let's not forget about them. We can still bring them in here too, and still stay on theme.
Yeah, I had a DJ homie say, "Yo, I like the fact that the album had bars and shit that you could dance to." I was
Mm.
like, yeah, that's what's up. I love that because it's like, yeah, he said you can play some joints at parties, then you can play some joints for the people that want to hear the lyrics and screw up their face and be like, nah, that nigga's right and it's crazy.
I hear that. And then finally, Sister Sister,
Sheesh.
God Almighty. This was incredible. This because it's clearly a diss track, but this right here, bro, I don't even know where to begin. Like, do I begin with the production? Do I begin with the bars? Like, it's tough for me because like it's just like the experience to sit there and hear like the jabs and all that. I'm just like, and when you said step for steez, yo, what was your motivation, man? Like,
It's funny. They were like, on Culture United, they were like, yo, we love that you just shoot off the hip. I was just so ready to shoot off the hip. Mama, calm down. I feel like Capital Steez's legacy deserves to be cherished and pushed forward and cared about. Uh, and I'm a New York veteran at this point. Like I feel like I've been in the game for a little minute. I've continued to rep for New York, and I feel like I'm bringing some dope vibes that hopefully the city could be proud of. But when you got somebody in the city that kind of just pops out and kind of speaks for us when he's not our voice, um, I just had to speak up to him and let him know that that's not what we're doing. He kind of had us in a situation where it was like, oh, he dissed the West Coast. Y'all not gonna help him? Like, what kind of fucking sense does that make, my nigga? It's like, somebody's outside trying to, bring attention to themselves through one of the biggest artists in the world because they feel like maybe at one point they had been like in the same conversations, but due to the lack in dopeness of their product and due to not being in the game as much, like, because I don't fault nobody for being off and not being inspired or not getting their shit up. Because it's all, I look at we all family, we brothers. It's like, get your shit up. You can come at me, I come at you. That's how I be looking at it. But some motherfuckers a little bit on too on the disrespectful side. And when it comes to that, I just might get a little bit more disrespectful. So it's not never no shit like fuck y'all niggas. It'd be like on some shit like, hey, we family, we can spar, but y'all motherfuckers might be on some shit that might be a little bit too left, and I go all the way there. So it's like that's kind of where it came from. Like, yeah, nigga popped outside, was speaking on some New York rap shit, and expected kind of New York to help, and that wasn't on my mind. Nigga, Daylight hit me up. I ended up doing the High U remix. That didn't end up coming out. So, I mean, it came out, but it didn't come out on the terms that we agreed on. But,
Right.
so, I mean, I'm just, restating my statement on the Sister track because, yeah, the title just inspired me because of just some behaviors I was seeing from some industry.
That's wild. Cause you had some shit in there for Joy, but you also had some shit for Jid too. It kind of confused me with Jid a little bit because I'm like, is it because Jid's not doing enough, or like he's just like
Oh, no.
he too like? Is it just like competition?
No, it was like me and Jid. It seemed like we were cool at one point. We were talking on the timeline about like doing records. He would hit me up like, "Yo, I'm about to be in your city. Let's link up." Da da da. And nothing like really like materialized out of that. I seen him. I remember like congratulating him for being on Dreamville because we had been at good talking terms at that point. Like, yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. So shit was cool, but I don't know where it went left. Somehow, he unfollowed me. Somehow, I don't know. Like I'll be shooting off the hip, but I could probably said some shit that offended him. But how you go from yo, let's link up, let's do a song to all right, I'm not even fucking with you no more. Okay, boom. Then like I had someone that's around him that knows me that kind of was saying that he was shading me a little bit from something. So I'm hearing about shade, so I started throwing shade a little bit too. Like I saw somebody call him Diet Kendrick, so I kind of threw that out there. I started saying Diet Kendrick, and then he was like, he saw me say it and personally wanted to like make it known that he saw me say it. And I'm just like, first of all, I didn't know what your problem was to begin with, but I mean, we can have a problem. Like, we both rappers. Like, if you feel like, we got some type of issue, or like you feel like I said something that you didn't like we can spar. Like we can talk about it through rap since you don't want to hit me up about it. You just unfollowing me. So
You just gave him that call out on one of my favorite beats ever.
right. So I called him out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, they need to come outside. They do. Fuck that elitist. Oh, I don't need to respond to him because that's one thing he did. He wrote a big paragraph to me after I called him, Diet Kendrick, and I told him stop tweeting me. My last tweet to him was stop tweeting me, little nigga. Get in the booth. And then the nigga told me, he said I'll never get in the booth with you. If I'm Diet Kendrick, your life is diet. He said. Where he said, just a whole paragraph full of bullshit. And I read it and I just wrote my verse. Because I'm tired of y'all niggas online just talking shit. It's like, if you got so much energy for me on the timeline, first of all, it went from yo, let's collab. Yo, I'm in your city. To I will never work with you your ass. It's like, and it's documented online. So it'd be like, what's the switch?
Mm-hmm.
What's the switch? And I can't switch now.
Mm-hmm.
I was cool with y'all niggas. I was like, I was congratulations Dreamville. But now that you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you, I gotta bow down to you and your famousness and act like, yeah, that nigga can't fuck with me. Nah, y'all can all get bodied.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Joey. Like I look at this shit like this: two J's, Joey and Jay, right?
Mm-hmm.
The spliff is Joey spliff done. I've been fighting that spliff.
It's Roach.
It's a roach.
Yeah.
I seen somebody tell me today on Twitter, yo, you're not half as good as Joy. Are you dumb, nigga? You don't know no
No,
fucking
no, no, no,
rap,
no, no. They
nigga.
can't say
You don't
that.
know no fucking rap, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
What Joey Badass verse can compare on any rap verse on WD? Let's go back solely. Like we're not gonna do that. If you know
No.
rap, you know what's up. You can like have your preference, but come on,
I don't even remember Joey bars like that. I'm sorry. Like
you're not even
respect to
about to do
Joey,
that.
but it's like you
Music.
don't have anything that's memorable like that where I can throw you into a conversation.
So it's like I hear shit like that. That's why I be just very not affected by comments nowadays. Like
Mm.
don't see me crash out because I see where shit comes from. Like I even had people that follow me and like were interested in shit that I was coming out with, like kind of turn completely on some shit. Like, oh, this nigga this Jid, how
Mm.
could he? And yo, I see the girl like it's a cool ass girl like following my music on Twitter and shit. She's like, Dom is kind of weird for trying to bully Jid into
That's insane.
try to bully Jid into
But
responding to him because he unfollowed him and this is some weird Drake-ish shit. I'm like, what? So the hip hop thing to do, us as MCs address things that can't be addressed in person or through DM because motherfuckers is too big headed to actually respond to a person that they feel like they're too big to respond to. And I do the hip hop thing, and on a song on my album, not even making this thing like the premiere, like that shit on Culture United was picked by accident. Like I didn't ask them to play that song. I came through and played News at 10. People could have
nah, they were too
the
excited.
album and heard that's not playing. Like they could have heard fucking Sister and been like, yo. I mean, they could have heard Sister on the album later after they heard News at 10. But it wasn't
That's
like,
wild.
yeah, I'm pushing this shit out. Yeah, this is my single. I'm standing on business. This is like, nah. Sister is within the album concept. It was like
Mm.
I took that title within my life. It was like, who's acting like this right now? And what's the similarity between these two artists that I feel like are acting like this? They're both being elitists. They're both MCs that's supposed to be um, some of the biggest right now, some of the best. He
Mm-hmm.
got in the number 1 and 2 on their list, or on his list last year. They were on the double XL cover together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all these things just kind of hit. Oh, sister.
Two grown men in their 30s.
And then I did 30 for 30.
Yo, that's one of my favorite beats ever, bro. Like, cause come on, throw some D's.
Mm-hmm.
Rich boy, yo, I never forget when I first heard that on BET, just sitting down in front of the TV. I'm telling you, I watched a lot of TV. All right, like, just sitting down in front of the TV, 106. And I first heard that song, I'm like, what is this?
I can still picture that video, man. Oh, I ain't gonna put it on.
Man,
They don't clip us. But come on, bro. Got in gator skin seats. Call me Dundee.
that's my shit, bro. I love that music video. I love that song, bro.
More so ghetto, so hood.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where my interest is. Like, oh, where is this? Cause like my dumbass in Canada thinking, cause mind you, I'm like young. Like I think grade 5 or grade 6, or sorry, 2006. I was in grade 6 or grade 5, and it's like my dumbass thought this was here. So I'm like, where is this? Can I go?
Cocaine.
What? I never slip. I never fall. A lot of hoes got me their number, but they never call. Like nigga, that's my shit.
Polo the Dawn. Harry Hilson in the back. Stop playing.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Yeah, throw some D's, 30 for 30. So I went with the whole diet Kendrick. I had the line. I went with the Jid on my shit list. Trash ass back trying to get an dot. E trash ass back trying to get an EGOT. Jid on my shit list. Both went to B dot. And that went back to them both being number 1 and 2 on last year's list, which is a shitty ass list, which is usually B dot's list. Yeah. So Joey was doing his thing, acting, thing. Now he trying to do music. He back trying to get it. And Jid is on my shit list since the fucking paragraph he wanted to write. Both of them want to be Diet Kendrick. So 30 for 30, put them in the blender. But yeah, Joey's a roach, and Jid is just a newly lit spliff. We're gonna see how. I just might put him out. A talk could be had, and we'd be like, yeah, respect my shit, because that's really it. I'm an MC, bro. I'm not getting online threatening niggas. You come to my city. That's another thing. He tried to be on some shit like, yeah, bro, my city loves me more. Like, my nigga, what are you saying? That you have
That's crazy.
marketing and promotion on television and things like that, a marketing budget that allows you to be pushed out more than I can at this time? That's what you're saying to me? Because, like, my nigga, we really have the same budget. You don't think that we, like, bars aside, songs. Like, I just put out an album full of songs. Jen just put out an album full of songs. Like I can make songs. It's like we can do this. Like, I'm an MC. I'm a person who makes music that feel like could gather an audience. So it's just about the marketing and promotion. My motherfuckers got marketing dollars everywhere. Niggas got investors everywhere. Niggas been PR stunting for years. Niggas be on some shit. Oh yeah, this person did this, making shit look. Oh, this is bigger than that, nigga. I'm here on the grassroots, fucking just doing this shit for the love. I put bread into like my career and shit, but it's more about the product, because I know that's what's gonna last. The marketing right now just kind of like. But even at the same time, like, if I had the bread for the marketing right now, then that shit will be up. But the fact that it's still up in a way at this moment based off of organic shit, like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's something I actually wanted to get into as well. Like, chat about like the marketing, promotion, everything that's like behind the scenes of the project. Because I also have like a fascination and interest for it as well, right? So like just understanding what traditionally goes in, because like usually when people are signed, like they got like the label support, they got the fund that they will use to throw into the project however they can. But independent wise, it's a little different, because I like to say, like, when you're an independent artist, I usually say this on my channel, it's like you're given a turntable with all these different knobs and different like switches on it, and then you have to know what every single one of these things do, and you work this in a way where it's gonna make you successful.
Bro, that's with everything in music, bro. Because the way you just did that made me think of EQing and mixing, nigga.
Yeah.
You don't get that shit right, that shit could be sounding something crazy on somebody's system.
Yeah, literally.
Like, you gotta tweak everything. That's why it's like about like adjusting. That's one important thing about surviving in this industry, or just in this life. Like, and yeah, especially in our field, musically and media wise, it's like adjusting to the times and not letting yourself fall behind, and getting too distracted on things that are not towards like the goal.
Nah, that's crazy. So I noticed, like, for some of like your shorts that you put out, I ain't gonna lie, I like them. I like the one video where I think I forgot the song that you did it for, but you had the cue cards.
Oh yeah, that's for do over.
Yeah, and then yeah, like every like section, you drop the cue card, and you
Mm-hmm.
drop. I like that.
Yeah,
I
something
like that.
cool for the timeline. Exactly, like I know the times that we're in, and this project was very much confessional, very much like I said, self-reflective, diagnosis, a lot of self-diagnosis, a lot of things that I feel like I could fix in myself. But first thing is admitting them. And I feel like that kind of spoke to that concept, because I'm writing things down, And I'm looking at my lyrics like, damn, I said that. So yeah, I'm just writing
Mm.
by the floor, kind of like shedding that skin again, like getting that weight off my shoulders, like balling up these thoughts and feelings, and moving on. Because do over is kind of like you want to do over, but you might fuck around and do the same shit,
Mm-hmm.
or like you leave a relationship, or uh you feel like you didn't complete something that ended too early or something like that,
Right.
like because of you or something that a personality flaw, a character flaw that fucked it up. But like if you were to get another chance, would you not do it again? It's you. At the end of the day, you are who you are when you got here. It's like that person left you because they couldn't deal with that thing. So it's like for them to come back, who's to say you won't do it again? So that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like do over represents to me.
And then you dropped the pilot today
Hmm.
with the AI music video. I ain't gonna lie. Just seeing everybody young just hit me. I ain't gonna hold you. When you see Pops young, I'm like, damn.
Rest in peace, pops.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, I wanted to like create a little like imaginary world. Well, WD11. I feel like it's its own imaginary world because it's not an official company as of yet. I am, but WD11 is kind of like imagine. It's imagined world. It's kind of the revamp of our childhood memories, and so I kind of just wanted to enter that world and give it like a visual. Get the closest to the actual characters that I could through technology.
That's wild. Is this it for kind of like the push for the album? Is there like more to come with it in terms of just posts, music videos, etc.?
Yeah, we're developing more things like with the whole WD concept. I want to treat it like a real channel, but like just it's kind of like my creative mind and my creative process at the moment, and it may go on into another project.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like a volume 2 could come, because I'm thinking about UPN,
Okay.
but I'm saying that way too soon.
That's cool with me.
But yeah, with this project, yeah, I'm gonna do like more WD originals. Like the pilot was me just putting that idea together. It was something I just saw in my mind. I'm like, yo, that would be really cool. Like if I could bring this shit to life and like give people nostalgia through that, and like be director Dime in this video and walk through all the scenes. That's essentially what I'm doing. I'm walking through all the scenes of the album, or all TV shows of the album, and sitting down with the characters and
Mm-hmm.
basically shooting new episodes. So it's kind of essentially what I'm doing within the WD11 universe. So it's like I'm the director, kind of reshooting these, redirecting the shit, and yeah. So that's kind of like the idea where it comes from.
Yeah, cause that's kind of fire. Cause like when you have AI and knowing that a lot of people don't like AI, like I'm not too fond of it, but like the way that you use it is like you're putting impossible
Yeah,
situations together. You can't do that regularly. Like there's nobody outside that's gonna look like Sean or Marlon. Like there's no one outside looking like Pops or D.
right.
Like, nah, like that's what I like. So when I'm watching it, I'm just like, you're never going to get this ever. So that's why I'm like, okay, you know what, AI, all right, you did your thing here.
I'm glad that has that type of reaction too, because you already know, like, motherfuckers don't like that shit. You say you don't even like it, so it's like some people will come through, or some people will see that shit immediately. I see somebody try to pack that shit up on some shit like before
That's
you
wild.
shit on some shit. Like, oh yeah, AI slop, pack it up. It's like, oh come on, my nigga. You really feel like that shit is AI slop, my nigga? I sat there and really constructed a fucking 2 minute 30-second video, kept my face consistent, kept the rooms consistent, walked into multiple TV rooms with the characters. Cause like, are you dead ass? Slop, bitch.
Slop is crazy.
It's like it's just it's a new form of technology. We're finding tasteful ways to use it. I will never sit there and make no fucking AI song, nigga.
Mm.
The fuck I look like. But it's
Bro,
like,
with what you did on the project, you doing an AI song is blasphemy.
nigga, what? Like, so it's like I would never do some shit like that. But y'all out here bumping that shit. They'll
Mm-hmm.
bump Viping cards and done it. They'll bump that shit on the radio. Don't tell me shit about my fucking well constructed idea that I've been fucking putting out for months. Like I ain't,
Talk your shit.
you
That's
know,
another thing. Your rollout was like 2-3 months.
nigga, I've been rolling this shit out since the day 77 years ago. The Michigan J Frog premiered on TV for the first time
Oh.
on December 19 whatever year that was, 77 years ago. And I fucking premiered my Ghost Sods on that day. So I've been promoting this shit for months and months.
Mm-hmm.
If motherfuckers just catching on, that's what it is. You know, it's like I don't got the big marketing budget, but I got the drive and I got the ideas and I got the creativity, and that shit just keeps on blooming, bro. It's like it gets deeper because it's like it's so much you can do with the 90s. Motherfuckers want that shit back all the time. They do 90s parties to this day, 90s 2000s parties to this day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I could throw a 90s party next fucking week and be like, yo,
Literally.
the theme is sitcom characters.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas will pop out. You know, so it's like
Facts.
nostalgia opens doors for real. So it's like, but the dope thing about this nostalgia is like, now we really care about bringing a feeling of like we want to give that feeling of the essence back. You know, the golden era. You know,
Mm-hmm.
someone watching the party die. Yeah, that shit. And this is what comes from that. This is what's coming alive as the party dies. You know, but it takes the people of the community that want to see the party die to lift up the shit that's going to resurrect the real.
Mm-hmm. And it's not even like when it comes to like watch the party die or parties like dying or anything like that. It's not like it's not gonna come back.
Mm,
It's like this way of doing it, y'all took it too far.
mm,
Let's restructure it. Still, right? That's how I see it.
mm-hmm.
Right? So a lot of times I see on Twitter, I hate that I'm on Twitter, but I got to do it. Like some of the times I see on Twitter and I see people conversating, talking, I'm like, you don't get it still. We're not trying to take away your entertainment. We just trying to take it from you to make it better. Like, that's it.
Hey, you know, yeah, it's just more structure because it's like it's not that people that want liberation or want our people to be more intellectual or make better decisions don't want to turn up too. We want to have fun. We want to experience joy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like it's about the false joy that is being pushed and meant to be perceived as the American way or the black way, the black Canadian way. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like just black people just they kind of put the stigma on us and then feed us media that makes us feel like we're supposed to be a certain way. So it's like, yeah, if we have different perspectives,
Mm-hmm.
masses, we can't just be pushed one stereotype. So even with watching the party die, like my nigga, we can have our parties, we'll turn up with you, but that don't mean I'm gonna be doing OD coke with you and popping fucking Adderall. Like, it's and maybe sometime I might. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe in a different situation though. Maybe I'm not fucking turning up to that and making it an addiction. Maybe I'm fucking chilling with you, we popping Adderalls and studying and
Mm-hmm.
working on some shit. But it's like, all right, let's refocus our energy. Let's not take shit too far. Let's focus on our health. Let's make wiser decisions. That's another WD the acronym, wise decisions. you know like I
Mm-hmm.
never like really expressed what WD meant because I kind of just want people to come up with their own meanings, but that's just one of them that's in my mind. Wise decisions.
See, when I see like the two letters WD, like in my mind, I'm like, is this like the world of Donovan? Like,
Mm,
you see what I'm saying? Like that's just like your world in a sense that you're
mm,
creating for everybody to listen to,
yeah, that too.
right?
At first, like I said, in the beginning of my career, I always wanted to have, since being named Dama Dozen, I was like, world domination. I always wanted to
Mm.
have like an idea like that, but never materialized as its own thing until now. Like, but then I didn't even end up calling it world domination. It's
Mm.
and it means so much more.
Hey, world domination that works too. I think that's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
World domination. Warner's dead. Uh,
Mm.
Wounded Dreams. Uh, uh, feel me? What else I said? Yeah, wise decisions. Yeah, so much. Yeah, a lot of WDs. So, but yeah, those are just a few that mean something to me. But yeah, you can kind of just pick whatever you want, whatever.
Yeah, I was just thinking because like whether if it's like a volume 1 or a volume 4, that WD is always going to be redefined on each project. So it's like maybe this one is going to mean this, but maybe on volume 3 it might have a new meaning, and with that meaning, this is what follows it.
Well, I didn't necessarily plan on continuing with the WD
Okay.
because I feel like volume 2 would kind of be you'll get the idea because I wanted to be like I'm thinking 8 months ahead right now. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Probably see this materialize and be like, yo, you'll talk about this shit. But I was thinking, yeah, volume 2 would be UPN, but it wouldn't be WD volume 2 UPN. It would be just called volume 2. Kind of like
Mm.
volume 1. What is it? Volume 2 in my lifetime. I feel like one of Jay-Z's albums came with like it was volume 2 first or volume whatever, and then it was the title. So I was thinking about volume 2, which is kind of known since this will be my project before this one. WD. It's the volume 2 is a sequel to that, but it'll just be volume 2 UPN. UPN can have its own shit. I was thinking
Hmm.
unemployed Negroes. 'Cause that's what that's what they used to say back in the day, like UPN unemployed Negroes. And I was looking at that like that could be on some shit like yeah, like independent artists, like niggas that make shit happen for themselves. But yeah, I started building the concept on that shit today, man. Like
Hmm.
I'm moving fast, but yeah, WD, we still here. Like I got so much stuff to do with the tracks that's out already. I
Hmm.
want a bit more video content. I have
I
a
was that was my next question. Like,
yeah. You let me
what?
know like what you would want to see a video to. Like I do a lot of like short form, like what's called those one shots. I do a lot of those, and like I go to like cool locations that kind of relate to the song too. I've been doing that, but at some point, either I want to make those all music videos, or I want to just shoot full music videos. I think I know the next one, the actual official video that's gonna come out, and I think I might fuck with it. But
Hmm.
yeah, I just gotta shoot it. We got the kind of the treatment already, but yeah, visuals are coming.
All
Whether
right,
it be
bet.
one
Cause
shot,
like, cause like the thing is like I'm looking at like the whole like the overall like project package together. I'm like, we can throw in another music video in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
yeah, pilot was just really just me just putting out like a nice promo piece that kind of
oh
just
yeah.
came out of my mind. I hope it starts a little bit of an argument conversation because motherfuckers could talk all the shit they want, but they can't say that shit is just some bullshit. Looks it's some quality there. And the
Hmm.
idea I feel like is very solid. But yeah, for official video, like that's why they named this the official video. It's like it's the pilot. Like if someone was to listen to a full album and they just saw that video at the end, they'd be like, "Ooh, okay, oh yeah, oh, all the shows, oh right, yeah." And then like at the end, like kind of all the cameras like zooming in on like me, like it's like what's next from you.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll probably give them what's next from me with the next joint I'm working on, and I got an idea.
For
But
sure. Hey, bro. Well, shout out to you for pulling up and stopping by with us on the Flex My Network. I greatly appreciate it, bro. This was a phenomenal conversation. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all go listen to that project, WD Volume 1 by Dama Dozen himself. Any final like thoughts, anything that you want to say before you head out of here, bro?
I just want to show my appreciation to you.
Word.
Even like the No Music Cipher. Um, yeah, I had made a little edit. I threw you in the edit, man. Love your energy. I appreciate that you like really dug this project because it was like, you know, people like you are who I do it for. Some people that like really appreciate the music and appreciate the concept and the ideas. Some
Mm-hmm.
people just fly over their heads. Motherfuckers just don't know. They're not fucking cultured enough. There's a lot of people that's tuned in. Y'all tuned in to a culture. Man, this motherfucker knows what he's talking about. I be tuned in sometimes just on some ghost stream shit. Like I don't be saying shit, just be watching. So yeah, I know you do your thing. Very
Ooh,
active.
that reminds me. The
Mhm.
last time that you were in the chat, like I didn't see it because I think I was on like a monologue or something. I was watching the playback. I'm like, oh man, I missed out. I missed it. I was cheese low key. Like some people were telling me afterwards, like, yo, Dom was in. I'm like, what?
Yeah, sometimes I just put on chats. Like I be in chats, and it's funny because Stack Cole was saying earlier, like, "Yo, my motherfuckers be in the chats just there, like from all of like all types of artists, from Kendrick to Drake. They'll be having Culture United and shit on. Like they be watching niggas stream. They be in your chat just there under a fucking ghost name and just be listening to shit because they just hear talking about them. I'm nigga, what? If somebody heard like I guarantee somebody that like somebody put a Drake video or Kendrick video out, if motherfuckers just chilling at home, not being able to do shit, working on some music, working on the next business venture, headed to another location. They got their YouTube just like we do. They watch that shit.
Literally.
Yeah, I be in some chats quiet. So it's like, yeah, but yeah, that was my just real my last closing statements. Just appreciate you. Thank you so much. As y'all
Thank
can see,
you.
Dom, that's my new IG. Motherfuckers try to pack me up. YouTube tried, well, Warner Brothers tried to pack up my monetization. I got that back this year. And then I
That's what's
try
up.
to pack me up now. So it was like, fuck that. We still thrive. Somehow, thank you, God, we made a successful, album. It's an album that's continuing to rise, that's getting good looks that people are appreciating. So it's a beautiful thing. Again, thank you. Yeah, that's really it. Book a Dime album release show on the 5th in Brooklyn. I'm about to release the album booklet and the MP3s on the site next week
Okay.
or this week. So we getting those. I got the merch too. About to premiere that. I feel like people want to like appreciate the merch. For anybody who used to, we're going back to nostalgia. Anybody who used to like the jackets and jeans and shit with all the teams on it.
Oh.
I think you know where I'm going when I say that. If you know that, then yeah.
I gotta make a purchase.
A lot of logos back then, a lot of
Yeah.
colorful logos, just like the NBA logos. So the '90s logos on a piece, like some NBA patches.
All right. Well, dime a dozen. WD Volume 1. Make sure y'all check it out. Make sure you tap in. Hey, bruh. Shout out to everybody here, man. I appreciate y'all. Salute to Dime for pulling up for the interview. Definitely a phenomenal chat. So run that up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're out of here. I appreciate y'all. Peace and have a great day.
Sheesh.
And